Okay, China, 2010, Chapter 4, Suzhou and Shanghai. This is on the way to the station. We made our way to Suzhou first before Shanghai, and this is all the ornate decorations on the houses and the architecture of Suzhou. Suzhou was a very, very wealthy little water town, earned its wealth from the silk trade, made tons of money. So the folks here had lots of money, so they had these beautiful courtyards, these private houses and courtyards and gardens with ponds, and canals that would weave their way through this town, were made it easier for transporting goods and taking trash out, and also great for any kind of helping with storms and draining the area, and probably kept it a little cooler even though it might have been more humid, but the place is very humid. This is a door warning thing on a hotel door: keep your cash and things valuable safe. I like down here, do not take food or beverage from stranger in case any anesthesia robbery case happen. They do their best to translate, but sometimes things get lost. You're not allowed to go bustle, whoring, gamble, traffic, and narcotics. Some sound warnings there from the hotel proprietors. All right, so back to Suzhou and their ornamentation, their statuary, and their gardens, and part of the whole water town thing are these kind of boats that help people get around, and again, more of these just elaborate gardens. You can tour there's tons of these huge, beautiful properties, and everything they have. Sometimes there's museums and gift shops, and there's places to eat in here, and this normally wouldn't be my thing to do this, but I found it pretty interesting. Again, it was very hot and humid this day. I wouldn't suggest doing this on a day as hot and as humid as we did, but it was still really only way you can really absorb the kind of culture you have in this area. It's another shot of the high-speed trains in China. They go super fast, so fast you can't even look out the sides without it making you dizzy when they're all spooled up. This is on the waterfront, the Boon, looking over at New Shanghai from Old Shanghai. New Shanghai has all the modern architecture. The Bund has all the colonial, British colonial architecture, which you'll see in some of these photographs. This is a little lake that's kind of out there. Sorry, I don't remember the name of it. Again, back down on the Bund, looking over at New Shanghai. This is looking on the Bund, the old architecture from the British colonial times, back and forth. It's kind of beautiful down there, at night with the lights on the water. Got some rain while we were there, and just these buildings. It's such a contrast between one side of the river and the other side of the river. Old British buildings and all the modern stuff on the other side. A lot of people just hang out there. It's great for people watching. People go down there to kind of cool off at lunch and, before and after work and in the evenings, and they do their exercises down there. Again, it's beautiful at night with all the lights. Okay, this is going back to some more gardens in Suzhou. I'm going to just kind of keep this show a little bit varied, a little bit of a variety, and bouncing back and forth. About halfway done with my slideshows from 2010 tour through China from north to south. So these just wrapping it up. Last shots are all in Suzhou, and these immaculate gardens and walkways, and this neat water town as it is. Art students go there to draw sketches and be inspired by the architecture. I think they're trying to, maybe revivalists are trying to bring back some of this architecture and the more mixed use. Shanghai has a specialized urban planning center and try to implement old ways with new ways, and bring back some, like I said, some revivalist type of architecture into their newer architecture. Well, I want to thank you again for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video, this slideshow. Click subscribe.